Sometimes life breaks things we desperately wanted to keep. Sometimes doors close even when we bang on them with all our strength. In those moments, we feel abandoned, forgotten, as if nothing good will ever come again. But this story of Jake will remind you of a truth we often forget. God's plans are not always visible, but they are always purposeful. Jake wasn't someone extraordinary. He was just a simple man trying to build a peaceful life with his wife, Laura. They lived in a cozy home, the kind where the walls remembered every laugh, every worry, every late-night conversation about dreams they were holding on to with tired hands. Most nights, Jake would come home after long shifts, his shoulders heavy, his eyes exhausted. Laura would quietly warm his dinner, placing it on the table without saying much, because she knew he was fighting his own silent battles. Every morning, Jake woke up with one thought: I have to make this work, for me and for Laura. He wasn't chasing luxury. He wasn't chasing fame. He just wanted stability. A job he had prepared for through late nights, missed outings, cold coffees, and whispered promises to his wife that things will get better soon. The final interview day came. He walked in with hope and walked out feeling empty. They chose someone else. Jake sat alone on a park bench that evening, heart heavy. Why would God let this happen when I worked so hard? His voice trembled, though no one was around to hear it. A cold wind passed by, picking up dry leaves, as if trying to whisper something he couldn't understand yet. As Jake sat there drowning in disappointment, he noticed an old man struggling to lift heavy boxes into a small vehicle. Jake hesitated, but something in him said, "Go help." He walked over and lifted the boxes easily. The old man looked at him with gentle gratitude. "Thank you, son. My worker didn't show up today. I was helpless." Jake smiled weakly. "Glad I could help, even though today hasn't been kind to me." The old man said softly, "My son, sometimes God delays what you want to protect you from what you don't see." Jake didn't fully understand, but the words stayed. A week later, Jake received a call. It was the same old man. "I need someone trustworthy to manage my new community center. You helped me when you were hurting yourself. Would you consider working with me?" Jake was shocked. The job wasn't just good. It was meaningful. It used his strengths. It gave him purpose. It brought him peace he didn't know he needed. 3 months later, Jake learned something that left him speechless. The company he had desperately wanted to work for had shut down due to a major financial scandal. If Jake had been selected, he would have lost everything. That night, he sat with Laura in the garden. The grass was cool beneath their hands, and the air carried the faint scent of wet soil. Looking up at the stars, he whispered, "Now I understand, God. You weren't punishing me. You were protecting me." Laura leaned against him, smiling softly. Sometimes, what feels like a setback is really the first step towards something greater. And this is for you. Sometimes God closes one door painfully, only to open another that leads you exactly where you're meant to be. When life doesn't go according to your plan, remember, God's plan is bigger, wiser, and always for your good. When you do your best, God does the rest. God bless you. I hope this story reminded you to keep going. If you want more powerful stories like this, don't forget to subscribe.